Good morning, children. Now let me continue with problem number 24 in the exercise 6.5. The problem number 24 is: show that the raised circular cone of least curved surface and a given volume has an altitude equal to root 2 time of the radius of the base. Now we are given volume, we have to show that the curved surface area is least when h equal to root 2r. Consider a right circular cone and h or L. We are given volume V equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. So we have to convert either one of the term in terms of another. Accordingly, we convert h in terms of r. So h equal to 3V by pi r square. Now we need curved surface area. Let S be the curved surface area, which is equal to pi r L, where L equal to root of h square plus r square, h square plus r square. Now this is pi r into root of h square plus r square, that is equal to pi r into root of h square means 3V the whole square divided by pi r square the whole square plus r square. Now this is equal to pi r into root of 9V square divided by pi square r power 4, pi square r power 4 plus r square. Since it is somewhat difficult to differentiate, so let us square on both sides. So S square equal to pi square r square into root of into 9V square by pi square r power 4 plus r square. If surface area is minimum, then square of that surface area is also minimum. In every quantity, if one quantity is minimum, its square of the term is also definitely minimum. Let A be the value of S square. So let us assume S square is A, that means area, surface area. So A equal to pi square r square into 9V square by pi square r power 4 plus r square. So multiplying this term into everywhere. So 9V square divided by pi square r power 4 into pi square r square plus r square into pi square r square, Now pi square cancel, one is r square. So this is equal to 9V square divided by r square, 9V square divided by r square plus pi square r power 4. So this is A. Here A is a function in R. There is only one variable R because volume is given, therefore it is constant. Now we have to differentiate A with respect to R only. Now differentiating. So we have dA by dr, which is equal to minus 18V square divided by r cube. So differentiating this term is, so plus means minus and power into the numerator, that is 18 into V square, and one power should be added, that is r square means r cube, and this is plus pi square is constant, r power 4 means 4r cube. For maximum or minimum, we have to put dA by first derivative equal to 0 in order to find the critical value, that is r value here. So put dA by dr equal to 0. So minus 18V square by r cube plus 4 pi square r cube equal to 0. That means 4 pi square r cube equal to 18V square divided by r cube. eliminating 4 pi square r power 3 equal to 18. This r power 3 can be taken to the left side, that is r power 6 equal to 18 v square, 18 v square, that is 18 into v square means 1 by 3 pi r square h the whole square. 18 v square means v is 1 by 3 pi r square h the whole square, that is 4 pi square r power 6 equal to 18 into 1 by 9 pi square r power 4 h square. Now 9 2 times, this 2 here 2 times, pi square entirely cancelled, and r power 4 means r power 2. Here we have only h square, here 2r square, therefore h square equal to 2r square and h equal to plus or minus root 2r, plus or minus root 2r. The negative term is not possible, therefore h equal to root 2r. Now we have to show that the curved surface area is minimum when r equal to, that is h equal to root 2r. Now differentiating again, we have d square a by dr square, we have dA by dr equal to minus something, so differentiating this term we have minus, so here minus means the variable is in the denominator, therefore minus means plus and power into numerator, that is 3 into 18 v square divided by r power 4 plus 4 pi square is constant, r cube means 3 into r square. When h equal to root 2r, clearly the quantity, that is second derivative, is greater than 0. Therefore area is, that is curved surface area is minimum when h equal to root 2r, hence proof. Question number 25. Show that the semi-vertical angle of cone of maximum volume. So we have to show the volume is maximum here, and of given slant height. So we are given slant height is tan inverse of root 2. Now consider a right circular cone. This is r, h, l slant height, and semi-vertical angle means here it is a vertical angle, the whole is vertical angle, the semi-vertical angle is angle between the slant, one of the slant height and altitude. So one slant height and altitude is called semi-vertical angle. Clearly the semi-vertical angle theta is acute, that means greater than 0, less than pi by 2. Now given is slant height. So in this right angle triangle, in this right angle triangle, cos theta equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Cos theta equal to adjacent side is h, hypotenuse l. So h equal to h by l, l into cos theta, and sin theta equal to r by opposite by l, that is r equal to l into sin theta. Since we are given slant height, so we have to convert height and radius in terms of l only. Now we are given the volume, so we have to show that the volume is maximum, so we have to consider volume. Now we know that volume of right circular cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Substituting the values of h and r here, v equal to 1 by 3 pi r square means l square sin square theta into h means L into cos theta, L into cos theta, that is equal to 1 by 3 pi L cube sin square theta cos theta. So, this is a volume. We have to differentiate volume in terms of theta only, because L is given constant, pi 3 all are constant only. So, here the variable is theta. So, differentiating volume with respect to theta, that is dV by d theta. Let us take this constant in a common, that is 1 by 3 pi L cube. So, this is product of two variables, that is two functions. So, u into, that is sin square theta into differentiating cos theta minus sin theta plus v into u dash, that is cos theta into differentiating we have 2 sin theta cos theta, that is 1 by 3 pi L cube into minus sin cube theta plus 2 sin theta cos square theta. For maximum or minimum, for maximum or minimum, we have to put the first derivative is 0. Therefore, dV by d theta equal to 0. If dV by d theta equal to 0 means the function, these are all not equal to 0, pi L cube 3 are not equal to 0. Therefore, this is the only value 0, that is minus sin cube theta plus 2 sin theta cos square theta equal to 0, or 2 sin theta cos square theta equal to sin cube theta, or 2 equal to sin cube theta divided by sin theta cos square theta, cos square theta. So, 1 sin theta cancel, that is which gives sin square theta by cos square theta equal to tan square theta equal to 2, tan theta equal to plus or minus root 2, but the theta lies in the first quadrant, that is acute, therefore, it cannot be negative. So, all the trigonometric variable or functions are positive in the first quadrant, therefore, tan theta equal to root 2 and theta equal to tan inverse of root 2. dV by d theta equal to dV by d theta equal to 1 by 3 pi L cube into minus sin cube theta plus sin theta into cos square theta, that is 1 by 3 pi L cube. We can take sin theta as common into minus sin square theta plus, here it is 2 sin theta cos theta. Now, 2 into cos square theta means 1 minus sin square theta, that is equal to 1 by 3 pi L cube sin theta into 2 minus 3 sin square theta. Now, this is the product of two functions, this is dV by d theta equal to. Now, differentiating, we have d square v by d theta square equal to 1 by 3 pi L cube. Keeping sin theta, we have 2 0 minus 6 sin theta cos theta plus 2 minus 3 sin square theta into cos theta. Now, taking cos theta as common, that is d square v by d theta square equal to 1 by 3 pi L cube cos theta into, so taking out cos theta, that is cos theta into, the remaining part is minus 6 sin square theta minus 6 sin square theta plus 2 minus 3 sin square theta, minus 3 sin square theta. Now this is equal to 1 by 3 pi L cube and cos theta into 2 minus 9 sin square theta. We have one thing we have to find, that is we have tan theta root 2 equal to tan inverse of theta root 2, tan inverse of root 2 theta equal to, that means tan theta equal to root 2 and tan square theta equal to 2. Tan square theta equal to 2 means adding 1 on both sides, 1 plus tan square theta equal to 1 plus tan square theta equal to 3. So secant square theta equal to 3. So secant theta equal to root 3. So 1 by cos theta equal to root 3 or cos theta equal to 1 by root 3. And what is sin theta? Sin square theta equal to 1 minus cos square theta, that is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3 equal to 2 by 3. So sin theta equal to root of 2 by 3. Now substituting this value, d square v by d theta square equal to 1 by 3 pi L cube, cos theta is 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3 into 2 minus 9 sin square theta equal to 2 by 3, sin square theta equal to into 2 by 3 and 3 times. So it is pi L cube by 3 root 3 into 2 minus 2 3s are 6 minus 4. So minus 4 pi L cube by 3 root 3 is a negative quantity. Therefore the volume is maximum when theta equal to tan inverse of root 2. Now question number 26. Show that semi-vertical angle of right circular cone of given surface area. We are given surface area and maximum volume. We have to show that the volume is maximum. The semi-vertical angles is sin inverse of 1 by 3. Now consider a right circular cone. And altitude h, base radius r, slant height L. Now we are given surface area. Let S be the surface area. So only surface area given means it is total surface area. S equal to pi r square plus pi r L. Pi r square base area plus slant curved surface area pi r L. We have to convert one variable in terms of another. So pi r L equal to S minus pi r square, or L equal to S minus pi r square divided by pi r. So L in terms of S and R we have converted. Now so maximum volume, we have to find the volume. Now volume equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now so L h means here h equal to root of L square minus r square. So this it has some difficulty. So we have to square on both sides. If volume is maximum, then V is maximum, then V square is also maximum. So square on both sides. V square equal to 1 by 9 pi square r power 4 h square, that is 1 by 9 pi square r power 4 h square means L square minus r square, that is equal to 1 by 9 pi square r power 4 into, we have L here. So L square we substitute this S minus pi r square whole power 2 divided by pi square r square minus r square. 1 by 9 pi square r power 4. This is taking LCM, pi square r square s minus pi r square the whole square minus pi square r power 4. Now eliminating pi square and r square r power 2, that is 1 by 9 r square into, here we can expand this, a square minus 2ab, that is 2s pi r square, a square minus 2ab 2s pi r square and plus b square plus pi square r power 4. Already here it is minus pi square r power 4. Now plus pi square r power 4 minus pi square r power 4. This is 1 by 9. So take 1s as common. So s and bring the r square to inside, that is s r square minus 2 into pi, s has already taken. So r square into r square r power 4. So this is what? V square. Now for our convenient, for differentiation, let us put z equal to, let z equal to v square. So we have to show that the z is maximum. Now z equal to v square means 1 by 9 s into root s r square minus 2 pi r power 4. Differentiating dz by dr, because z is a function in r only. So given surface area s is constant and another values are constant. So dz by dr equal to 1 by 9 into s constant. So s into r square, that is differentiating r square 2r, 2sr minus 4 2s are 8 pi r cube. For maximum or minimum, for critical numbers put dz by dr equal to 0. Therefore 1 by 9 s into 2sr minus 8 pi r cube equal to 0. That means 2sr minus 8 pi r cube, 8 pi r cube equal to 0. That is 2sr equal to 8 pi r cube, or s equal to 8 pi r cube divided by 2r, 4 square, that is equal to s equal to 4 pi r square. So we have one value 4 pi r square. Now we have to differentiate again. Now differentiating again, d square z by dr square equal to, here dz by dr we have. So differentiating this function, 1 by 9 into s is constant, that is 1 by 9 s is multiplying constant, and 2s are differentiating 2s are 2s into differentiating r is 1, that is 2s minus 3 8s are 24 pi r square, 24 pi r square, that is equal to 1 by 9 s into 2 s minus 6 into 4 pi r square. Because 4 pi r square equal to s, we can substitute s for 4 pi r square, that is equal to 1 by 9 s into 2s minus 6s, that is equal to 1 by 9 2s minus 6 minus 4s square minus 4s square. So which is negative term. Therefore volume is maximum. volume is maximum when S equal to 4 pi r square, when S equal to 4 pi r square. Now, we have L equal to S minus pi r square divided by pi r, substituting S value, that is 4 pi r square minus pi r square divided by pi r, that is equal to 3 pi r square divided by pi r. Pi cancel, so L equal to 3r, we have L equal to 3r. Now, the slant height, again consider the diagram, this is r and this is h, r, L, the semi vertical angle is theta. Now, sin theta equal to opposite by hypotenuse, that is r by L, which is equal to r by L equal to 3r, L equal to 3r. So, that is equal to 1 by 3, sin theta equal to 1 by 3. So, theta equal to sin inverse of 1 by 3. Now, when the volume is maximum for a right circular cone, then the semi vertical angle theta is sin inverse of 1 by 3. Now, the problem number 27, 28, 29 are all objective type. So, I expect you to try these sums after completing this exercise, because only one model only I have completed yet. Now, let us go for absolute maximum and minimum. Absolute maximum and absolute minimum. Now, first of all, it is a first derivative test. It is first derivative test, whereas the local maximum minimum is second derivative test. But the absolute maximum minimum is maximum of all local maximum. The absolute maximum is maximum of all local maximum, whereas the absolute minimum is local, or it is a very minimum of all local minimum. Now, working rule, I tell you the working rule. Now, differentiate the given function, differentiate the given function once. You will be given a closed interval. Generally, every function given in the closed interval must be continuous. So, first of all, let us check the continuity of the function in the given interval. Generally, it will be continuous only. So, the given function, you differentiate the given function once and put either f dash of x or dy by dx equal to 0 for what? Critical numbers, critical number or numbers. Now, substitute n points of interval as well as all critical numbers in f of x. Next, the maximum value of all f of x is known as absolute maximum, and the minimum value of f of x at number, it may be n point of the critical n point of the interval or critical number, f of x is known as absolute minimum. So only this method we follow to find the absolute maximum or minimum. Now let us solve such problems given in the exercise. So after completing this exercise, I will do some of the important problems or some difficult problems if I feel in the given example. So let us again go back to fifth problem. Already we have completed 4 problems using another methods. Now the fifth problem is find the absolute maximum value and the absolute minimum value of the following functions is in the given intervals. Exercise number 6.5, question number 5, subdivision 1. F of x equal to x cube such that x belongs to the interval -2, close interval. I told you we have to differentiate once differentiating f dash of x equal to 3x square. Put f dash of x equal to 0 for critical number. So 3x square equal to 0. So x square equal to 0, which gives x equal to 0 twice. Now we have to find the values of f of -2 and f of 2 and f of 0. The absolute maximum or absolute minimum may occur at the endpoints of intervals as well as at critical numbers we have derived. Now f of -2 equal to -2 the whole cube equal to -8 and f of 2 equal to 2 cube which is equal to 8, f of 0 equal to 0. Among all these values, -8 is a minimum value and +8 is a maximum value. So among all values, f of -2 is equal to -8 is the absolute minimum, and f of 2 equal to 8 is the absolute maximum. Therefore absolute minimum value equal to -8 at x equal to -2 and absolute maximum value equal to 8 at x equal to 2. So likewise we can do the remaining subdivisions in the same problem. So I expect everyone to solve the remaining 3 subdivisions of the same problem. Okay. The next is already we have done 6th one. So let me go for 7th one. Question number 7. Find both minimum value and maximum value of the function. So you are given the interval. They have not mentioned whether it is absolute maximum or absolute minimum or local maximum or local minimum. If they specified local maximum and local minimum, you go for that. It is not specified here whether it is absolute or all, but you are given a closed interval. Whenever you are given a closed interval, just to go for absolute maximum and absolute minimum. So likewise let me consider the function f of x equal to 3x power 4 minus 8x cube plus 12x square minus 48x plus 25. We are given in the interval x belongs to the closed interval 0, 3. 0, 3. Now, according to the working rule, so differentiate once, that is f dash of x equal to 12x cube minus 24x square plus 24x minus 48. So, only one differentiation is enough to find the absolute maximum or minimum. Now, put f dash of x equal to 0 in order to find the critical number or numbers. So, 12 can be taken as common, 12 into x cube minus 2x square plus 2x minus 4 equal to 0. 12 into this is nothing but x minus 2 into x square plus 2 by simplifying this. So, you know how to simplify a polynomial by factorization. So, by factorization it is x minus 2 into x square plus 2. For critical numbers, put f dash of x equal to 0. So, 12 into x minus 2 into x square plus 2 equal to 0. Here the factor x square plus 2 equal to 0 means x square gives imaginary roots, x square equal to minus 2 is not possible. Therefore, x equal to 2 is the only critical number, x 2 equal to 2 is the critical number. Now, we need to find the value of f of 0 and f of 3 and also f of 2. The maximum among all these values is the absolute maximum and the minimum is among this is absolute minimum. I hope it is easy for you to substitute 0 and 3 and 2 in this function and you can find the values, compare them. So, write the maximum value of this function is absolute maximum and minimum is absolute minimum. Next, question number 8. At what points of the interval 0, 2 pi does the function sin 2x attain its maximum value? Now, let f of x equal to sin 2x where the interval x belongs to 0, 2 pi. Now, differentiating once, we have f dash of x equal to 2 cos 2x. We have endpoints of interval 0 and 2 pi. So, we need to find the critical numbers by putting f dash of x equal to 0. F dash of x equal to 0 means 2 cos 2x equal to 0 or cos 2x equal to 0. So, 2x equal to cos inverse of 0. So, cos inverse of 0 means in the interval 0 to 2 pi we have 2x equal to either pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2 and 7 pi by 2. 7 pi by 2, pi by 2 is 90 degree, cos inverse of 0 at cos 90 equal to 0. Similarly, 3 pi by 2 0 and 5 pi by 2 0. So, generally cos inverse of 0 means 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So, 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Put n equal to 0, pi by 2, 1 means 3 pi by 2, 2 means 4 pi by 2 and 3 means 7 pi by 2. Now, these are all the values lie in the interval 0, 2 pi. So, we need to find the value of first one f of 0, another one is f of 2 pi because these two are endpoints of intervals. Similarly, the critical numbers, here x equal to pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi by 4, 7 pi by 4. So, f of pi by 4 and f of 3 pi by 4 and f of 5 pi by 4 and f of 7 pi by 4. Now, what is f? F of x equal to sin 2x. We have f of x equal to sin 2x. So, sin 2 into 0, 0, sin 0 we know that 0 and 2 pi means in general sin n pi equal to 0. So, sin 2 pi is also 0. F of pi by 4 means sin of 2 into pi by 4 equal to pi by 2, sin pi by 2 equal to 1. Similarly, sin of 2 into 3 pi by 4 equal to 2. 3 pi by 2 is minus 1, and sin of 2 into 5 pi by 4 is pi by 2 equal to plus 1. Sin of 2 into 7 pi by 4 equal to minus 1, that is equal to 7 pi by 4 to minus 1. Here comparing all these values, so plus 1 is a maximum value and minus 1 is a minimum value. The question is find the at what point does the function attains the maximum value. So sin 2x attains the maximum value 1 at what are the points? One is pi by 4, comma, next one is 5 pi by 4. These are all the points where the sine function attains its maximum value. Now question number 8 also. 8 we have finished, so 9. Question number 9. What is the maximum value of function sin x plus cos x? Consider f of x equal to sin x plus cos x. We have not given any interval. So take x belongs to 0, 2 pi. Differentiating once f dash of x equal to, now sin x become cos x become minus sin x. To find the critical numbers, put f dash of x equal to 0. So cos x minus sin x equal to 0, or sin x equal to cos x, divided by cos x on either side. Divided by cos x on either side, we have tan x equal to 1. So x equal to tan inverse of 1. So tan inverse of 1, that is positive value. So the positive value occurs only in the first and third quadrant. In the first quadrant, consider this first quadrant, third quadrant. The first quadrant pi by 4, tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4, and in the third quadrant pi plus pi by 4. Now x equal to pi by 4, and pi plus pi by 4 means 5 pi by 4, comma 5 pi by 4. These are all the two critical numbers we have in the entire interval. Now we have two endpoints and two critical numbers. So substituting all the values in the f of x, we have find f of 0 as well as f of 2 pi and f of pi by 4 and f of 5 pi by 4. Now f of 0 means sin 0 plus cos 0 equal to 1, and sin 2 pi plus cos 2 pi equal to minus 1, 0, only 1, sorry, 1 cos 2 pi, and f of pi by 4 sin pi by 4 plus cos pi by 4 equal to 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 equal to root 2, and 5 pi by 4 sin 5 pi by 4 plus cos 5 pi by 4, both lies in the third quadrant. Both sin and cos are negative in that quadrant, which is equal to minus 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2 equal to minus 2 by root 2 equal to minus root 2. Now among all these values, so 1 root 2 minus root 2 we have, but the question is where it attains the maximum value. Hence the maximum value of sin x plus cos x is root 2 only, is root 2 at x equal to pi by 4.